send stuff to get it to split and all that, but we figured it out. Good to go.
Yeah, that was rough.
Now, where's my text? My text message? Ah, here we go.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for too.
At the bottom of the left screen. Hello, hello, hello. Waiting for some people to get on.
Yeah. Hello, Biggie Songa.
Biggie YouTube.
Oh,
we have
Mama Beckwah.
The house.
Judy Brooks, ACP. Yeah, we was trying to send it through Messenger to link, and unfortunately, we were unable to do it that way. It had to go through text message, and we didn't realize that. So, welcome everybody.
Everybody here?
Hey, Todd. Todd Mitchell. When you get that medicine bag in, you smell that bad boy. Yeah. Jason Hodge, what's up? Kathy, hello. CP, what's happening? Laura Fields, hey, Skunk Ape. What's up, Tarla? I look dark. Nah, it's the lighting. Should I go turn on another light? Yeah, I'd be right back. I'll go, hey, what's up, Goodens Auto? I'll be right back. I'll go kick the overhead light on so you guys see me better. That better be light. There we go.
How?
I'm back.
We're just waiting for some people to get on.
There we go. A little bit better. Yo, what's up, Dawn?
All right, just so I can start out, whatever. Sorry I couldn't go live and PA. I guess
you tried.
Phone doesn't work out there, so.
What happened was he, in order for him to use his phone for it to function, like for him to call his wife and everything on Messenger, he had to link up with my father-in-law's Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi only reaches the edge of the yard. So it's once he left the yard and went into the woods, boop, no more service. So we're sorry for that. He tried to go live. I wanted him to go live, you know. We was going to take turns, you know, but he just couldn't get signal because we wanted him to go live from his channel and pretend like he was walking in the woods and he wasn't there and he was lost, and then he come across me, but the signal didn't allow it.
All right. I want to let you guys know my experience, what happened at Squatch Topping PA's hotspot. First day there, we went down, we set up, it was downpouring, it was raining. It wasn't bad, though. We got our stuff up. I'm sitting in the chair. Josh is sitting Josh is walking around. He comes over and sits next to me later. But anyway, he's walking around, and I say, hey, Josh, does that look kind of funny over there in the middle of that field right there? I call it a field, but it's the next ridge line. He goes, I don't know. He's like, what are you looking at? I'm like, I point to him. He's like, yeah, I see something there. Kept seeing it do this. Every now and then you'd see it move its hand. And I'm like, wow. So he says, grab your binoculars out and check it out. So I grab them out. No more than I go to raise it, all of a sudden it just steps up and moves right on back.
It's almost as if they know the range of your equipment.
Yeah. And then, so we're just sitting there watching it. It's up in the tree line or whatever. You can't get a good shot at it. So I put the night vision down, the goggles or whatever, and then all of a sudden it comes right back out, right in the middle, doing its little.
He was studying us.
We watched it for a while. It was pretty awesome.
He was there for about 2-3 hours.
Yeah, we started getting rained down, so we huddled underneath the tarp, and then all of a sudden we were doing other stuff, trying to hurry up and get set up. So we kind of like took our mind off from it and kept looking over. It was sitting there, and
What's up, Susanna?
we looked over, and it was just gone. That's the only way to describe that. And then later on at night, we settled in, we had dinner, we chilled out, we're talking for a while, looking around, checking the place out, and I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden we're getting our camera equipment around, getting it all ready, and all of a sudden I see this figure in the bush just stand straight up. It says, and I was like, and then all of a sudden, boom, right back, skinny, like skinny as can be. To me, it looked like it was like whitish, bluish, like a bluish color, yellow, like a gray, bluish, whitish color. Like it almost looked like a tree to me.
I describe it as a dirty white squatch.
We were on the EVP. We had the EVP going, and I said, "Josh, did you just see that?" Josh like looked at me. He was like, "Yeah, I seen that." And he goes, "Oh, you can see me." We're like, "Well, yeah, we can see you." And then it said
That's
his name.
through EVP. It said that, in case anybody's wondering.
Yeah, it's an EVP. Yeah. It said, "Oh, you can see me." I'm like, "Yep, we can see you." And then it said, "My name is Steven." So we found out that one was Steven. Then we leave our camera equipment running and all that. We go up to the house. I'm up there talking to the wife on the phone, just chilling, sitting in the chair on the porch. And all of a sudden, I'm just sitting there. We're hearing noises. We're hearing whoops. We're hearing hollers. We're hearing the dogs. We're hearing like everything going on around us. There's owl noises. Um, there's a funny owl noise too. Whatever. It does the same owl noise, but at the end of it, it's got like this weird little ending. It's hard to tell you, but it's. But anyway, we're sitting there, and all of a sudden, this big black one. The roof is probably what 10 foot tall, Josh, from the garage up to the top of the garage.
Yes.
So it when it was up, when I seen it, I seen the head above the garage, the dome of the head. All of a sudden, this big old black Sasquatch just steps out, full body and all, looks right at me with its eyes and everything, and then all of a sudden it just steps back when I look at it, and I was like, wow. So then 30 minutes go by. I'm sitting there. This is my first night, my ad. I'm sitting there about quarter of the way down from the 10 foot of the garage. I see this. Whoop! It's a whole head pops out. I'm like, wait a minute. Maybe my eyes playing tricks. And all of a sudden, I'm like, Josh, I just seen a squatch. He was like, to him, it's like, okay, whatever. Yeah, I see. I'm like, face. He's like, oh yeah, which one did you see? I said, the only way to describe it is it looked like the 80s doll sucking his thumb. It had
with the banana.
Like the hair all nice and neat, and the cheeks were like Stewie because they come out to like a little like blown out. And it was a pale face with the red hair. He goes, "Oh, you just seen Chaka. I see her all the time." I'm like, cool. And then all of a sudden, I seen that for a second. It pops out and then it pops back. And then all of a sudden, about, I don't want to say about 15, 20 minutes goes by. And then all of a sudden, boom, it pops out again. And then it pops back out. And then that was my first night. Incredible. Then my second day, I wake up, chilling, drinking a cup of coffee. I hear this owl noises in the daytime, which, if anybody knows about owls, you don't hear them in the daytime. Kept hearing this, woo, woo, woo, woo, woo. And I'm like, huh? But it sounded kind of funny. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, out of nowhere, I see a figure stand up, and it does this little, and then down it goes. I'm like, oh, there's Steven. But I can tell you this: every night he would come to the window and he would pop his face in the window. It'd be on the right side of the window. He'd pop his head in.
Yes, Susanna.
Look at him, then I'll pop back out. Sorry, I got a cold. But anyway.
For those that he's talking about the black one, I'm gonna show you on my computer. This is
You got both. You got the big
It's color enhanced. This was found by one of our subscribers. CP.
Okay.
She's got the eyes. Thank you. So
Both of them. She found big
the
black. Found she found
that
Steve.
there arrow, I don't see. I may have been out there filming, but I can't take the credit. I have to give the credit to the people who find the stuff. You know what I mean? They're the eyes who found it.
And then what's
There,
funny?
let's flip this around.
Black one.
I'll kill this light here so there's no glare.
Literally right where Big Black is standing right there in the picture, down that hillside, down that holler, off in the back part is where I got that big print.
There is lit up a little more. You can see this black mass right here climbing the tree. This is the black one he was talking about seeing around the house peeking.
That's Big Black. That one there stands about 11, in between 11 and a half foot tall. That's a big boy. And if you see something, I'll show you Big Black's footprint.
Ooh, daddy.
You can see I can't even get it all the way in the frame, guys.
Now, mind you, the cast, because of overcasting, because the footprint was a little bit of a slide, the initial print is 21 inches. The initial print. And when you measure out the entire cast, it came to
A little bit below 9 inches going across.
It came out way big. But yeah, the 21-inch mark. So if you're looking at my screen, the edge of that hill would have been right in here. From the hill to this toe that it's hooked up on, that would have been the 21-inch mark, because this little divot here was where it slid in the mud a little bit. But that's why his toes look so big on there, because it was going uphill. It slid back a little bit, but the initial grain of where it started to where the initial hill impression was 21 inches.
Right here on the big toe, you come down, it comes in, it dips in. Like I tell you guys, all the footprints always dip in. This one here does it, but you can see where the foot comes right here. On this side, it sticks out. This is definitely Big Black's footprint. Up here, the toes look like they're big toes, but they're
We
not.
took turns carrying it out of there, Gooden.
Toes. The reason why the toes look like they're big toes is because when he jumped into the mud, it slid forward and it pushed the dirt up with his toes. So his toes arch up. You know, they like this is your toes, you know. When he slid in, they arched back and it pushed the mud up. If you look at the cast itself, see it? See what I'm talking about? See how it's thin on the one side and it's thick on the one side? He was going downhill. When he was going down, he jumped off of a log, a tree, and then he hit the ground. When he hit the ground, that's how he pushed the dirt up. So it makes it look like all these toes are like the same size, but they're not.
That was about a 30, 40-pound cast.
There's
when it
1,
was wet.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the toes are pressed upward in there. But it makes it look like, you know, like it makes it look like it's like big toes, but it's not, guys. It's regular sized toes, like human toes. It's just pushed upward. That, my friend, is Big Black. 21-inch print. Biggie found this and casted it.
Whoop whoop. Yeah. We tracked him for 4 days until we found the good print. I mean, we were finding his tracks.
4 days. We're finding prints, but every time
we were finding prints, but the issue behind it was
move the sticks and then they would weight the print, you know, like cover it up with leaves so you couldn't find the print.
You can't mark their prints down there, man.
Yeah,
they tell them what happened when you marked the real good one. It was better than that. It was more defined. What happened?
Right inside the doorway. I went to go get it, and they literally took the sticks up and they literally wiped the print. So there was no print. I got pictures of it. I can post them up. I was gonna do a
you are correct
video later of my journey at Squatch Topic and throw all the pictures up in there and all that, a little reel. But anyway, yeah, 4 days tracking him. That was fun. That was fun, but it was worth it because you see, I got the cast.
That was his first time casting, so we were when you're working with that big of a cast, you have to get your stuff mixed quick. And we were both mixing. We casted that together. That was his learning tool right there. That was his learning cast.
Yes. Josh taught me how to cast that. His wife taught him how to cast. He taught me how to cast.
My cast sucked before Jess taught me how to do it right. They were like that thick, and then they break like a glass vase. Now they're like that thick. Beef carrot. You got more cast to show.
Yeah, I do got more cast, but I wanted to get into a little more of the other stuff that happened. Okay, my second
How about
night,
whenever we was up at the house your first night when we went up there and we went outside because you were smoking a cigarette and we went out and I told you to listen to the woods.
Well, when he told me to listen to the woods or whatever, you could hear big things moving around, running around. They were like all around us. They were doing like little grunts and like little growls, and it was like there was like not a day or time that went by that it wasn't active. Like his spot was like straight active nonstop.
And he got ransacked.
Much activity.
I told him they were going to though.
We went down again the next day or whatever. We walked around, looked for Prince. You know, we trucked all over out there. We went.
Yes, we played music for him.
Like there wasn't a day that we weren't trucking through the woods looking for Prince and just going out and checking everything out and just going into extra spots, hollers and up and you guys got to figure when I say hollers or whatever, it ain't nothing like flat land or nothing like that. Josh, when he films it, he makes it look like he's walking on straight land and all that. And I hate to tell you, there ain't a flat spot out there. Not even the yard. There's not a flat spot out there that you could sit there and say that is level. There is not. Not even the driveway. The driveway slants. Everything out there slants and everything is downhill. And when it's muddy, like when it was raining on us, I literally fell, I don't know, probably about 5-6 times going up and down the hill.
Thank you, Squatch Seekers.
I slipped on my butt, fell so many times. You guys seen it on the live, I fell. You know, it's straight down. It's hollers. It's what we call hollers. You get down in the holler and you yell.
Yeah, they danced.
Ain't nobody hearing you. Ain't nobody coming to your rescue because they ain't gonna hear you. The only one's gonna hear you is the squatches. So something happened to you down in there, you're pretty much on your own. Especially if you're by yourself. You're on your own. But anyway, like I said, my second night, let's get into that. Biggie's down there doing EVPs. I'm asking questions. I asked him about the X. I said, hey, is the X a portal or isn't it? You know, or the X is a portal. It literally came on the EVP and said, yes, they're portals. To confirm that. I asked him, I said, well, how long does a Sasquatch live? It just said 10. 10 what? I don't know. It's just what it said. Okay. Biggie says, I want one of y'all.
Steven's it's a juvenile Sasquatch with ADHD.
I told one of them, manifest yourself, show yourself to me. And boy, did they. I'm standing right there at the right side of camp. There's a tree. All of a sudden, and I can't make this up. Like, I know some people are going to be like, yeah, Biggie, you're crazy. You're full of it, whatever. I might lose some subscribers. But I'm telling you what really happened. On the love of God, this is what happened to me. I tell it to manifest itself, show itself. Out of the tree comes like a snake slithering out of the tree. Comes right to my face like this, downward. And all of a sudden it pops up and it snaps its face right into my face. It's an image of a Sasquatch that didn't have eyes. It was just the silhouette of the face. I step back and I say, and I'm going to tell you what I said. I said, oh, shit.
He did. He said it loud.
When I said that, it slithered back up like it came out. It slithered back into the tree. And the EVP said, I'm not making this up, right after it says, I'm sorry for scaring you. And do I tell you guys what happened after that? Every time I went by that tree or I was around, that EVP would tell me, oh, he's a screamer. Oh, he's a screamer. He's the screamer. Every time. because I did scream. You can ask Josh. Biggie screamed. Biggie said, "Oh shit!" And I took like 2 or 3 steps back. It was in my face, like it slithered out, came up, popped up in my face, and like
Thank
did
you,
a
Seeker.
like, ow, like I'm here.
Thank you,
Like,
Squash Seeker.
because you know a snake will slither, and then all of a sudden it pop up at you. But it didn't.
Mother was a human, and father is from source. Nah.
That was a great experience. I asked for it, did it.
You know what? When you first here's something ironic. When Jack first went in there on Friday, what happened to him?
He fell.
What happened to you when you first went in that same exact spot?
I fell at the same spot. It literally felt like something tripped you, like something grabbed a hold. Because I know there was a vine there, and I stepped over the vine. I knew I cleared the vine. Jack knew he cleared the vine, but yet it still felt like we hit the vine and tripped. Something either A, grabbed our feet and tripped us. Jack fell in the exact same spot Biggie fell on his first day. I see. Josh asked, "You guys ready to go in?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm ready to go in." I'm like,
Here,
"Yeah."
I'll show you guys something. Then this is also a find from CP. All right, this is where they both fell at. Now, if you look, you see 2 small arches, like there, and then it goes into a real thick and jagged area and stuff with a small opening. And those are posting spots that they use around the house there on the property. Now, if you look right here, you can faintly see a figure right there, and then there's another one right here. So let's go to the next picture. All right, this is a closer up. You see this face right here? This is pretty much what he saw coming out of the tree, in a sense. There's this little half a face right here. Now, this here may look like a dog to you, but that's a sign of cephalai, aka dog man. And yeah, I have a feeling it is one of these 2 that tripped both of you. And also, they were treating you grimy in the very beginning. They kept saying they didn't trust you, and they were treating you grimy until they went through your stuff. Yeah, look, here's the top of the cranium right here. Oh, wait, let me lift my camera up a little more, guys. I have it on a tripod. All right, you can see the top of the cranium right here. See?
I see it. It's up higher though. The whole
Yeah.
of it. Go up higher. Go up higher.
There's a cheekbone.
Right along the loop. The cranium does. Keep going up, up. Right there. That's the top of it. Right there. That's the top of the cranium. That's just the face part top of it. There's 2 of them there though.
There's a.
The other one was facing this way. And the whole face was like this, looking this way.
Oh, that's Squatch. That's a Squatch turd. Oh, Biggie, since I have that picture up, tell them about yours.
Oh goodness. Oh, thank you. Some birthday wish.
I gave him a piece of that poop for a present.
Well, happy birthday to you too. Sasquatch Seeker.
Oh, happy birthday, Squatch Seeker. I mean, this is what I mean too. But yeah, I gave Biggie a portion of the sample, worms and all.
Yeah. Biggie was going to eat it for you guys on the channel because I said I would. But when I got there and I seen the worms crawling around in it, I was like, nah.
I'm gonna give you an idea of what he's talking about with the things coming out of trees. All right, because I know a lot of you people are probably scratching your heads thinking we're crazy. I'm gonna give you a little idea, and I actually have it on a trail cam on one of my recent ones that I was just going through the cord today. That Big Black went into a tree, and then the face came out the tree upside down. Then it went right side up, and then sucked back into the tree. I got it on trail cam, buddy.
Happy belated birthday.
Where's that at? Heat. That would be this. Meow, meow, meow, meow, meow, meow.
Somebody asked, get stuff thrown at me. Did we get stuff thrown at us? We were sitting at camp. Josh, while he's looking for his picture, we were sitting at camp, and Josh had a pop can in his cup holder. And all of a sudden you heard ting, and we both looked at the same time because, when you hear a noise, you look. They literally threw a stick. They kind of look like throwing stars. I keep saying like throwing stars, like spikes. They got like a Y, like a boomerang. They got like a Y, and they throw them like a throwing star. Well, it hit the can like ting. But anyway, I was out there by myself in the daytime because Josh was still in bed, and I decided to take a walk. So I'm walking all through the woods by myself. All of a sudden, here comes one of the boomerang ones over the top of me, lands right in front of me, and I'm like, I turn around, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, thanks for letting me know there. But then I'm up and all of a sudden, here comes another one over my head and hits the tarp like pow. I'm like, wow. And I looked at it and it looked just like a boomerang. It looks like a boomerang the way they make them. It's got like literally, it looks like a Y, but it almost looks like. But they use like the different sticks. So it might curve this way or it might curve that way and curve that way. But it's almost like it's like a throwing star. But yeah, they kept.
They whip them too.
There they did to me and Josh when we were down there at nighttime. They were throwing them at us, letting us know that they were there.
Better than a rock, man.
You didn't find that picture?
Check this out. Biggie and I was passing the FLIR back and forth. Now, whenever Jack and everybody was with us, I didn't have my FLIR on me that night. It was this was the day after. All right. So what I want to show you guys is,
and we're beside each other, guys.
And look at timestamps. The timestamp is 10:47. Okay. Now, you see one individual standing here. All right, we'll see in a little bit, Suze. All right, you see, there's one individual here. Now, watch as the pictures go on. And if somebody would walk in from any direction, you would see this. Okay? Now, watch this. There he goes. He moved. Move a little bit. Okay? Right here. Now, watch what happens. You got this one coming out of a tree. And he's moved here now. See the heat source actually bubbling out of the tree. Now, it walks off. And this one's here too. Now watch. This one should have been right up in here. Where'd this one go? It was trailing behind. You see what I mean? And, well, this is something special here. I'll show you all this stuff in a minute. Biggie and I swear up and down to everybody. We tell everybody. We flip this around, I'll tell you. We tell everybody that the Sasquatch and the Cynocephali, or people prefer dog man, it's easier to recite, I guess, is enemies. A lot of people think that. A lot of people don't even believe in the dog man. And a lot of people don't think that they coincide with Sasquatch. Sasquatch topic, we have several photos to prove otherwise. From stuff that Weasel has taken.
Though, bro.
Huh?
Let me clear that up too. There's a dog man that looks like a dog. Like the way to describe it is like the Roadrunner, the coyote from the Roadrunner, the long nose and all that. That's the dog man with the long bushy tail. Now there is another thing that looks like a dog man. What I call it another dog. It's another form of a dog man. It's a Sasquatch and a dog, like a werewolf mixed together, which I call it dog man. But it's the Sasquatch looking dog man. And there's also a dog man. There's two different kinds.
Sounds like I'm giving my wife heck out there. But here's some other. Here's what. I was going through the trail camera. Remember when we was down there and I set the trail cam sideways, looking down over the one way? Check this stuff out during the day. Let me make sure they're in the right order. Oh man,
Dogman is 100% real. Like I've seen the Dogman more than once. I've chased them on my channel more than once. But there's two different kind of types. There's a Dogman, like a Michigan Dogman, that looks like a dog that has the long snout and it has dog ears. You know, it's basically like a wolf, but it's real big, long snout. It looks like an alligator. You know how it has the long snout like a gator, like a long snout. And then it has the nose, you know, like the nose has the two holes in the nose. I've seen them. Sorry. And it has the teeth coming down like this on both sides, but it has a long head. And it has a real big bushy tail, real fluffy tail. And it walks with its legs bent a little bit like this. So the legs are bent, and it walks like an arch. And it has its hands up like, almost like, best way to say it, like a T-Rex when it walks. That's how it creeps around. But it can run on all fours. It's fast on all fours. But then there's also the thing that looks like, I don't know what they call it, what kind of Sasquatch they call it, like an igloo or something like that. But it looks like a Sasquatch, but it has a werewolf looking face. And it always, you can tell when you're around them because they always do this. They're always smelling. And they're always growling.
Tell them about when you were on the porch and you were going back and forth.
Okay, when I was on the porch right before we went on the hunt, I was doing this. It kept doing back to me, but it was like you could feel the breath coming up and hitting the porch and hitting your chest and all that. You could feel the from it, from the exhale from the Sasquatch or whatever was doing it. You could feel it. I'd be like, and it'd be like right back to me. It was wicked. I told Josh, I said, there you go. There's something else you can try with them now.
Yeah. Do we get
Right here, I'll show you guys
vocalizations
another
from the
one.
Sasquatch and dog? Man, oh my Lord, the whole time we were there.
Let me show you guys. Ooh, shoot. Drop my phone. Let me show you guys another one here. Check this out.
Biggie says, I didn't know, I
One,
never heard an owl hoot during the day.
2, 3, 4. There's 4 right there. So I have a dog print that I found out there at Squatch Topic. But if you look at this one, it's a double print. But right across it, let me see, I gotta look at it. Right here, it's a dog print. It's the matching print. But there's a baby print in it. Right here. A baby print. Right here. Right from here to here. And
That's right, Mommy, bro.
get over up here at the top. You see right here. There's another baby print where the baby print was standing side by side, almost like it was riding the dog and then it got off and stepped down. I'll clean it up.
Yeah, when he talks about dogmen, they have 4 toes.
I have both left and right foot. And then I have a baby squatch print that climbed off from it.
Put a short. Yeah. Some
I'll
do
show you
have
guys
shorter
something
snouts.
else. This is Biggie's first one he ever casted on his own, guys.
A little baby.
Let's see if I can get a light on it for you guys. That's probably too bright. It's probably too bright. But anyway, here is Biggie's first cast. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 toes. And that's a baby one. They're kind of hard to see because, you know, the camera. But if I take pictures and all, you'll be able to see them better, guys, you know. You'll be able to get up on them and all that, show you. But yeah, I think he found a baby print and casted it.
Yep.
And I'll show you guys my birthday cast.
Dun, dun, dun, dun.
This one here.
My wife casted
Yep.
that.
Just casted this one. Let me move that light so it's not so bright. Just casted this one. Can you guys
Oh,
see
that
it?
sucks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Clearly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see the flat part of the foot. You can come up and see the mid-tarsal break. You can see where it indents. Like I've been telling
You can see that
everybody,
big muscle
toe.
pad on the side,
You
too.
can also see where the baby toe is, where I keep telling everybody the muscle pad that sticks off the side here. It's always on the small toe. It's how you know fake's from real. Big toe, it always indents. Same thing on the big boy cast, the 21-incher. Same thing on the baby. This is the 18-inch print, guys. From Squatch Shopping PA. Look at that. You can see the lines in it, guys. Look at that. It's got definition in the foot.
You can see every part of the foot pad on that. You could even feel it.
Yeah. Awesome.
That was a birthday gift for him.
Still waiting on the one from ODU. I think I got lost in the mail.
Wow, wow, wow, wow, wow, wow, wow, wow, wow, wow. It's all right. You got your squash topic one.
Sure did. And we got dog print, baby Sasquatch, and the big boy, Mr. Blood. Got a big
You
old
got
print.
2 more items you went home with.
Yep.
Squatch related
double-
evidence.
A double dog print, and it has a baby print on it too. On top of the dog print, and they step side, like you can see where both foots went down for the baby Squatch, and both dog prints are on there. Fire!
Ain't that the truth, Mama?
All right. Should I tell them about my experience about the vape?
Which one?
When you were going to go get your vape?
Tell them about whenever they were going through your stuff.
Okay.
Because they treated you like crap until they went through your stuff.
We went up to the house to eat and chill and talk to my girl and all that. And all of a sudden, I heard my tote open up. See, they didn't know how to do the things where you open it and then open it up. They just ripped it open so you could hear it go boop, and it opened up, which was kind of funny because remember when I left, the handle fell off. Besides the point, but anyway, you can hear when they opened it. It was like boop, and you can hear a toe open. It's like boop, and all we heard was ransacking pots and pans, and they're just digging through stuff. We go down to camp to look, and they didn't steal nothing. They did take something, but I'll tell you guys that in a minute. But anyway, they didn't mess with nothing. They were ransacked through everything, but they didn't take nothing. Like they didn't steal it and like run off with it.
They took his car keys for 24 hours and then put them back exactly where they were supposed to be.
Yes. That's what I said. They didn't take nothing at that time. I left my backpack down there, and I was looking for my car keys because I wanted to start my car up, and I was always worried about losing my keys, so I kept them on me. Well, I get down there, they're in my backpack and the pouch part, and Josh seen me. I went through every bag because he gave me a new backpack too, one that you carry on your back, whatever, for gear. I went through everything. I know it was in the backpack because I carried my little backpack with me everywhere I went. Anyway, I dumped it upside down, shook it, nothing. You would hear keys jingling. The bag was empty, totally empty. I come back the next day. I leave the backpack down there. Come back the next day, and guess what? I go to reach in my bag, and the only thing in the bag was the car keys. They put them back.
I think they wanted to trap you there to watch you for a night.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. It was pretty neat.
Go ahead, tell them about whenever I was going to go get my vape.
All right, guys. You guys want to hear something about Biggie? I'll tell y'all. Let's just say, Josh tells me, "Hey, bro, my vape, because his other vape froze, so he wanted to go get his other vape." I'm like, "All right, go ahead, bro." He's like, "You sure you're gonna be all right down here?" I'll be like, "Yeah, I'll be fine down here." All right, so okay, see you later, buddy.
Later.
So I'm sitting down there, and we're standing down there, and Josh is like, "I'm gonna go up and get my vape." So I'm like, "All right, well, go ahead, bro." He's like, "You sure you're gonna be all right down here by yourself?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be all right down here by myself." As soon as I said that, all around me, each one of the Sasquatches, and I counted 8 of them.
There was 8 of them right there.
All took one step towards me, like uniform. Boom, boom. They all did it at the same time. You can hear them all around me.
What was ironic, though? They left an opening for me to go up the hill the way I wanted to go. And they closed in and let me out of it, and they circled him and took a step towards him.
Right when
he changed his mind.
I said, Josh, I'm good, bro. You can just hang out with me, bro, because I'm good. He was like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Bro, it's like a lion's in the lion's den. As soon as you said you were going up there, they all took a step towards me. I felt like a lion in the lion's den. Like, you know, you throw a person out there and then watch which lion gets them." So I told Josh, I said, "I'm good for now. I ain't gifted them yet. I don't really know them like that. It's only my second night. Yeah, I'm good, bro." So Josh was like, "All right, well, I'm not going to leave you." Well, I got down to camp and I gifted him. Right after I gifted him, I felt a sign of relief. So I was like, "Josh, go ahead and go get your bait, bro. I'm good now. I'm all right, bro." He's like, "Okay." As soon as he goes to get up to leave, all we hear, all coming through the valley. Here they come up through the hollers. Here comes the dogs running in on us. They get all the way in on us, and guess what they do? They shut up. They silent. But guess what? You hear the little all running around us, circling the camp, back and forth, running around, back and forth, going across, back and forth. You hear the Sasquatches, boop, boop, boop, couple steps, boop, boop, boop, boop, couple steps. It was definitely a great experience.
When the dogs come rolling in, I was like, "Nah, I can't leave you down here now."
It was definitely not a boring day. Definitely not a boring minute out there. Like, there was so much activity going on, guys. So much activity. It was unreal. And I kept seeing shadows, masks. I've seen Big Black. I don't know how many times walk around from you, like because you could see up in the I call them hollers, but up in the top part of the hillside, you could see the masses going back and forth. You could see them because we were down in the bottom part, so you could see up the hillside. You could see the Sasquatches just running back and forth, and they're quick. Like, they're like fast. Like, all of a sudden, boom, it'd be here, and all of a sudden it'd run, and it'd be way over here, or it'd be like here, and then it'd be way down the hill on the other side behind you, or pop up behind. It's like, wow, bro, they can move so quick out there that it's unreal. Like, the train to them is nothing. They run right up the side of the bank like it ain't nothing. Me, I go up it, I'm sliding down, up it, sliding down, up it, sliding down. You go 10 foot up, it seems like 10 steps up, and then there's 20 steps back down to the bottom, you're back at the bottom. You go back up, you get about halfway up, you're back at the bottom. I don't know how they can do it like that, just go right up the train like it ain't nothing, but they do it.
It's the way their foot shaped with that extra pad and also the mid-tarsal brake.
Yeah, they definitely can do it. They definitely can move pretty good. Yeah, well, like
We'd be able to do stuff like that too, but our feet are adapted to shoes.
And Josh showed you guys that thermal, right? That thermal is from the same night that they surrounded me. That was just a couple of them that were popped up on thermal when I was playing around with the camera. Josh was like, "Here, film." Like, I don't know how to do it. I'm just panning around. Awesome night, man. Awesome night. Awesome nights. Like, literally, there wasn't, like I said, there wasn't a dull moment. Then my other experience. I'm sorry, guys. We got this cold. I'm at Josh's house, and we casted a print. We're in the backyard, and we're talking about going to pull the cast. And then right before it starts getting dark or whatever, I see this big old mass come across, and it's slunched over, and it's doing like a monkey walk. Like, basically, the only way to describe it is like a gorilla baboon walk. It's doing a little hunch, like, and then all of a sudden I see it. It sees me, and it just disappears. Close. I come out because it just started to get dark. I come out and I shine the light over there, and it's on the side of this trailer. And all of a sudden, you can see the two eyes like this up there, and it's doing this bobbing back and forth, and all of a sudden it does a touch and roll. And then I take the light off from it, and I wait for a few more minutes, and I shine the light back on it. And then I see the eye shine again. But they don't like eye shine because when eye shine hits them, they're like, they don't like it.
It hurts their eyes, I think.
They kept telling us with the EVP too that they don't like the torch. They don't like the light. They don't like it on their eyes. They don't like it. It bothers them. They kept telling us to chill out with our light.
Now, since you were down there for such a longer period than most people get to come down, did you notice a difference in activity when we're running our live streams versus all the appliances off?
Okay, when you got all the stuff going, it was like hardly no activity. They kept the distance. But when you shut all the cameras off and there was no cameras running, and they knew that there was no cameras running, there was so much activity. Like there was more activity. They came in closer. They reacted with us more. But when we had the camera and stuff on, activity slowed down. It's like they hide.
Or they'll turn your stuff off.
Yeah, they kept zapping all the cameras the whole time.
They're pros at turning off those one IR cams that we have with the folding side. They're professionals at shutting that off. You know that button. They'll turn it off as soon as you turn it on.
Josh had his camcorder fully charged, turned it on, 2 seconds, battery was dead. He said, "Man, this camera sucks." He's like, "Biggie, don't you have yours?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did mine. 2 seconds, it was on, it died." I said, "Dude, it ain't the camera. The camera works fine when I'm at home. It's the spot." They drain all your batteries, they mess up all your stuff. They waved one of my whole trail cams. We were going through the pictures because I got the thing on there where you can look at the pictures. I had the good image of Steven waving on the camera. When I got home, the whole card was waved.
Yeah, they erased your whole trail cam card.
It is what it is, though. He didn't want me to show his face, so I'm happy with it. I mean, that's what he wanted. More power to him.
It'd have been nice though to take home with you, because that was you showed me it, and I think when you showed me it, I think that's what caught the attention, because it was just as good as that first picture of Chaka I ever got on trail camera. And
but it was his whole face lit up, and eyes and hair and face, and he was right there. The whole face was in the camera, like boom, like my face is right here. It's his face in the camera.
Shh! Hey, stop that. Sorry.
I should have took the memory card out, but whatever. It is what it is. Oh well. I seen it, you seen it, and it was a pretty cool picture.
You had one touch your hand.
Yeah, that was a good experience too. I was sitting at camp, and right beside the chair, I heard a couple steps, and then all of a sudden, my flashlight falls over. Josh heard it too, because I turned to Josh, and Josh turned to me at the same time. I was thinking in my mind though. I was like, "Is that you beside me?" And it says on the EVP, it says, "Yes, it's me beside you." So I was like, "You could touch me if you want." Josh is like, "You don't have permission to touch me." I told him they could touch me, and as soon as I did that, they touched me, and when they touched me, I could feel my hands get really ice cold, and it says, I said, "Wow, I can feel you." It says, "You can feel me?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can feel you." The EVP said that, "Can you feel me?" I was like, "Yeah, I can feel your hands." They were all around me. They said, "We're surrounding you." It got so cold all around me. I had to put my jacket back on, both of my coats. And when we got down there, we took our jackets off. It was so warm down there. And right when they surrounded me, it was ice cold.
You notice when the cameras are off, I always take off my hat when I'm down there, and I leave my hat off. You know why?
So I took your hat?
Over time, I've gotten sick of my hat doing this still. Seriously. So I take my hat off, and they always like to rub the top of my head when I'm down there for some reason. It's weird.
Well, they were touching me. That was unreal. They were touching my hands. I could feel it get ice cold. They said, "Can you feel me?" Yes, I could feel you. They said we're surrounding you. Can you feel us around you? I'm like, yeah, because of all ice. You see me put my jacket on. You put yours on too because it got so ice cold down there.
We had T-shirts on, and then in a matter of 15 seconds, the temperature dropped so drastically we had to put our winter stuff on.
You could see your breath. And then you know what they said in the EVP? We're gonna go now. As soon as they left, we got
We had to take our coats off.
jackets back off. Great experience, bro. We can't make this stuff up. I mean, it's what happened. Definitely awesome.
It was an interesting experience for you. I'm glad you were able to make it out.
I can't wait to get back out there. Like, I missed the place since I left. So
I think for you to get the full-on experience, bro, 2 weeks. Give it 14 days. Do not leave the woods for anything. But there's reasons I don't like them touching me. I got jacked up by one small as my kid. She's only 6.
I seen the bruises in the pictures and all that.
Left 6 finger marks on me. Over a speaker.
Should turn the music off.
Now, because of that night, I was going to go live that night, but then that happened because I was playing music for him and my Bluetooth speaker died. Weren't too happy about that. So now I take 2 Bluetooths with me.
I was getting ready to ask you, do you carry a backup? Because I carry 2 of them with me, too.
Yeah, I carry backups now.
When the one dies, I put it on the charger. That way, if the other one dies, I got another backup.
Hey, when we was talking about a little bit ago about cynocephaly and, Dogman, and Sasquatch is working together, I want to show you guys something. I released it today on a video. It was only like less than 2 minutes long because there's only a few pictures. But I want to show you this. If you're looking down the hill where our hammocks were, this would have been off to your left towards that little faint ravine that goes on by that rotted tree. When you first glance at this picture, let me lower this stand a tad.
Yeah, where I fell in that little hole.
First glance at this picture, you don't really notice too much, but if you look right in here, you have a snout, black nose, 2 protruding ears that stand upright. You have a brow ridge, and you have 2 eye sockets there, and it comes down into a body. All right? Come down here. There's a cranium. Okay? Now I'm going to highlight it for you. There you go. So you know exactly where I'm talking about. Next.
There's also one above it, too, that's black, just so you know.
Oh, wait. I'm going the wrong way. Yeah. Next frame. Here, it's already highlighted. See, I was going to point it all out and all that, but all right. Next frame. You see the head right here has moved.
Yep. And you can see the eyes and the nose where it's dug down like this.
It's right here. Now it's up here. And look, that dog got up. Ears, brow ridge, eye socket, snout, nose.
But that's the Bigfoot dog, whatever. That's not the dog man itself, like Michigan dog man. That's the Bigfoot dog man.
Look how big that head is.
Because that's the flat nose I keep telling everybody about that looks like the werewolf or whatever.
Then we got it blanked out. Go away. My dog licked my hand and clicked my mouse. I gotta hang on, let me turn this around.
Unless they turn your camera at you or whatever, so people keep seeing all your stuff.
Oh, that ain't nothing to hide.
We're new to YouTube, guys.
People's privacy, you know. There's Chaka in the daytime.
Does anybody have any questions they want to ask? I'll take questions now if anybody wants to ask anything. So, what an experience you guys had You're so lucky. I'm happy for you guys. Thanks, Jody. Man, crazy stuff. Yeah, it's good. Auto, it was crazy stuff out there.
Where were they? All right, yeah, here we go. Here we go. I found it. See right here? The face, the way it's facing right here? It don't look like nothing, does it? Check this out.
How big is Steve? I thought he was
5'7", 5'8",
but when I seen the hillside or whatever, he's way bigger than that. He's probably what, Josh, 8 foot, 9 foot?
No, Steve is probably about 5'6", 5'9", 5'8".
How tall was it from the window? Because he went a quarter way up on the window. How far is it from the ground to the base of that window? That's probably 6 foot, right?
About 3-4 foot.
Oh, that's 4
No,
foot. So
it's about 5 foot.
So 5 foot, because you're short, because you can go under it. So.
But if he's putting his foot on that bottom step, though.
I don't know, because the way he popped up in the middle or whatever, I'm thinking he'd have to stand in there. So if he's,
I'm not the best at judging heights, though. I'm short. Everything's tall to me.
He's got to be 7 or 8 foot tall. Because he was going a quarter way up in the window and waving. He had his hand up doing this in the window. So if it's 5 foot there, you give about another foot, because I give about a foot or two. So he's got to be at least 6. He's got to be anywhere from 6 to 8 foot.
Why does it keep doing that? You poodle poodle.
He's like 6 to 8 foot, guys.
When Biggie was out there.
It's hard to measure him, so we can't really measure him. You just got to assume. There's a truck in the garage in the shop.
Got you a good deal. Got you a real good deal.
Do they come in and dance when you play the music? Oh, they always dance when we play the music. You can hear them doing the boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom. It's almost like they're dancing. They're like doing.
They're going to the beat. They love Herman the Worm.
Yeah, they get down. They get down, and then if you get some music when they get going, whatever, they'll start doing their little whoop, whoop, whoop, whoop during the song. You'll get one that does the little
When he was describing their facial features are.
Yeah, right. There's one. That's the way the one came out of the tree at me.
No. This is an older pic. This is that one when I was by a fire.
I know, but I'm saying that's the face, kind of like what it looked like when he came out of the thing at me. It's like you couldn't see the eyes or nothing.
Yeah, that's the best one. You can see cheekbones protruding out.
This one here was, I took that picture or whatever. Josh was sitting around a campfire. Josh couldn't see it. It said, he told us to sit by him. It says, I'm sitting beside you. I was on the phone with him. And I said, I see you. And it called me a witch.
That was funny.
That was funny.
Yeah, you could get them. You could get them on voice recorders.
And I got to see that one at his spot in the daytime coming across the field. That's the one I seen coming across, and then all of a sudden it just closed right in front of my eyes. I was like, wait a minute, I just really see what I seen there? Nah. That's the first one I've ever had that I seen full body in the daytime come across the field, and then all of a sudden just closed, and then right in front of me. I'm like, wow. The whole body. You got to watch the whole thing close. That was awesome.
Sorry, my bummer. I'm looking at the computer.
If you won't let you get them on camera, can you get them on voice recorder? I think we have them on voice recorders. We had the voice recorder going. Josh has got to analyze it. And I had my other camera going too, whatever. I ain't went through all the stuff yet. There's so much stuff to go through.
Which ones are these? Oh, we just looked at that.
I was looking at that first picture and I'm like, wow, I look good from the back end.
Oh, boogie booty. And just so y'all know, we were out there. These files here are all from night vision. We were doing night vision hunts out there while we were not live. Just like I released the thermal hunt that we did together, I still have to release this here.
Right on, Mama.
And yes, we was walking around with it. It wasn't well. There was some time where we would leave the area for a little bit, and we'd leave it sit there, focused on something for a little while.
During the daytime, Tarla or whatever, when it cloaked or whatever, I couldn't see it. Like it didn't do like the predator look, whatever. I didn't see that. All I seen was it was just there and it vanished, and I couldn't see nothing else. It was just gone. Now I've had him cloak in front of me at my hot spot, and it does the blurriness, but it was so far away from me that I couldn't see the blurriness from it. But I've had him cloak in front of me, and they do the blurriness.
That's Biggie's tree right there.
It was a distance away. That's the one where the face came out.
Exactly. It is too. That tree. It is too, because there's that leaner right next to it.
Yep. That's the tree.
Biggie's tree. You know, them coming out of trees like that, it kind of makes you not want to bang on trees.
Smack trees, whatever. Because imagine if one's coming out and you knock it out.
One coming out, you pop them in the lip. But with my height, I'd end up hitting them in the groin region. Then they really get mad. Because I'm short.
This is just his camera. My camera was going too at the time.
Yeah, this one has 37 minutes. Wait, let me take it back. Let's see. I'll check timestamp one. This got 40 minutes and 59 seconds. Next one is 32:58 for the X. Then we got 48:37. Oh my God, I got a lot of long ones. 26:05. 37. See, we were out there constantly getting media for you guys. I posted it up here for a while. That's as above the X looking down through.
Tarla says we'll be asking the trees if we can tree knock now. Is it okay if I knock?
Yeah, you realize if I release all our trail cam, I mean not our trail cam footage, but if I release all this night vision footage in one video, it's probably gonna be 4 hours long.
It does make you guys think though different about the trees and all that when you actually do have that experience where
yeah, it's gonna be like 4 hours long.
The totem stack, and then all of a sudden that one coming out of the tree at me or whatever was.
Hey, you two quit wrestling around.
It was a crazy experience. I never thought I would see that, and I thought I was the only one that seen it because my brother, you know, he's like, "Oh, I didn't see it," and then he was like, "Well, I just wanted to see what you were going to say, whatever, how you were going to describe it, whatever." And then he described it to me as the same way I seen it. I'm like, "I thought you didn't see it." He just started laughing.
Here's the thing. All right, I'm going to be straight up with you. I've been in those woods for 16 years. Over. I've been going there since my wife and I hooked up. You know, I've only been researching for a little over I'd say 5.5 years now. I've been researching. That does not account for all the stuff that's happened in those woods over those 16 years that made me want to actually research. You feel me? Now, I've seen things out there that I don't talk about. Just simply because if I talk about it, you're just going to look at me, laugh, and walk the other way and think I'm a nut job. So certain things I keep to myself until it happens to you. You know what I mean? If you had that experience, come talk to me about it. But if you didn't have that, I don't know nothing about it. I ain't going to be no laughing stock. Certain things I know to talk about, certain things I know not to talk about. That's why Jack asked me. He sounds like not I said not in my person. Well, what I meant by that was not in my personal bubble. When that came out that tree at you, that was literally within 6 inches of your face. Literally. When I see this stuff happening, I'm like 10, 15 feet away. I have never seen it happen that close to me as it did
I
you.
asked it to. Remember? I told it to.
I mean, literally, it's right here in your face, and you're like,
It comes
oh,
out. Like, hi, right in my face. Like,
exactly,
overtaking it.
Bear Claw. You're right. You know, people just don't understand things that happen in the woods, and then when you talk about it, they tell you you're schizophrenic or something. I ain't gonna be that dude. Certain things I keep to myself.
I thought about keeping it to myself, but you know what? I don't hide nothing from my subscribers, so I want
Right.
them all to know my experience, what happened, and just to see if it happened to anybody else. You know, somebody else might be holding the information back too and don't want to talk about it because they're afraid people are going to criticize them and ridicule them and all that. You know, I want people to know. Like when something happens to me, even if I got peed on by a squatch, I'm gonna tell people. You know what I'm saying? Even if one threw poo at me, I'm gonna tell people because I want people to know. You know what I'm saying? Everything that happens, I want them to know. I'm not holding nothing back.
I've been working on intros for upcoming videos. Like, I don't even review my footage. I put all my pride in my intros.
Like when they all surrounded me and took a step forward or whatever, uniform, like they're running like military style. That right there shows a lot. If somebody that says, "Oh, they're not intelligent," okay, because they are. 100, they're intelligent. When I see them, they're always all together.
Yeah, that's true, Tara.
They're never by themselves. When they start your channel with be believed. Yeah.
This dog man picture was taken down there at our spot. Yeah.
I got a window peeker.
You got a window to wave at you?
No, but I've seen it in the window.
Every single time Steven looked in the window at Biggie, he waved at him. Every time he popped out of a bush, he waved at him and then he ran away.
CP sent me a picture, but she posted it in the Great Outdoors and all that. There's one where he's waving. He's in there waving. When I was filming, he was in the background doing this.
Yeah, you see it over your head. You see his arm up there waving at you.
Right
yeah.
above my hat. He's in the back, and you can see him doing this. Awesome.
Photo bombed by a hyper squatch. That's funny.
Yeah, definitely awesome. Anybody got any other questions before we get off of here?
Yeah. What other stuff did you get while you were out here?
I got patches, a bag, birthday card. That's personal. I'm not gonna read it to everybody. I got my cast. That was fire. And I got fed pretty good. Just hooked me up.
Jess can cook.
Biggie came back about 50 pounds heavier, even though I lost about 200 pounds going up down the hill. I came back with a bunch of mud on all my clothes. Came back with personal experiences, bro. Like they answered so much stuff. There's still so much I need them to tell me though. Like there's still a lot more stuff I want to know. But they answered a lot within a little bit of time. I couldn't believe how much interaction I was getting, how much stuff they were letting me know, and how much stuff they were telling me. And some of it's personal, you know, so I'm not going to go into detail about it, but it was pretty sweet. What about the stuff in the cabinet? The stuff in the cabinet, my wife says, I have poo, Squatch Topic PA. Biggie has a sample of the Squatch poo.
Go get it.
Josh cut the hair in half. Gave Biggie half of the hair.
He's gonna go grab it. Isn't that the truth, Oklahoma?
I told
First
Josh to leave
dozen
the hair
times
together,
scare the
but-
crap out of you, and then you get used to it. The hair that I get that I split with him, that's gold. That's a golden nugget.
You hold up the light and it disappears.
Mm-hmm. That hair actually cloaks without being in its body.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, Biggie learned what pierogies were.
Here is some poo. And
It's just a piece of the turd.
it's got stuff growing in
That's all dead.
there. Here is the hair. You're probably not gonna be able to see it because it cloaks.
It's
No,
dead
but
too, didn't it?
It's in there. It's like right here where my finger is. Let me see if I can get it. It's right here. Right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's cloaked.
It literally blurs.
It literally is cloaked in there, bro. Okay, but anyway, yeah, it's cloaked. And Josh hooked me up with this because you know I'm the dog man division.
I like how that dog is in there.
That's the one that was on my bag. Remember, I pulled it off, put my patch on it. These are for my jacket. For the back of my jacket. Where did Biggie go? Where did Biggie go? I'm just showing you guys how big it is. It's huge. That is what she said. I got medical supplies from Josh too. Bandages and stuff for our next trip. And just so this on the hat, and guess where this hat came from. This hat is an original Squatch Topics hat worn by yours truly, Josh Joyce. So it has a sweat on it. Now it's got Biggie sweat.
She still didn't put my patch on. I got the same patch.
That's because you're not as cool as me.
I know. I don't got that cool funky beat to back my name. Boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom.
The great outdoors, Biggie.
I'm gonna get new patches made too. For a hat, it's gonna be my logo, the gray logo that I put on my trail cam video ones, with the gray background, and it says has a squatch, and then it says, "When you're in the woods, don't think you're alone."
Don't think you're alone now. Plus, when I went out to
In an envelope.
when I went out to PA, Squatch Bee, see around here. Squatch Bee made me another tree knocker.
I love that dog man on there.
The only thing it's missing is the big fluffy tail coming off.
Yep, they have tails.
The great outdoors, Biggie. Sasquatch, and you guys can see, first time it got used, it got used.
I've been thinking about it, Goodens. It's just hard to find the right kind of. I found a same day customs. I got a shirt from them 3 months later. All the red was white. I need quality. I mean, I don't want.
Yeah, we're trying to find people that can make good shirts. We don't want our customers getting
We
garbage.
don't want to give out doo-doo stuff.
I got a bag of silver too.
Yeah. Went through hell getting that.
And some food.
Yeah, I ordered a 2-week supply of Ready Hour food. That's survival food. It's got a 30-year shelf life. And we ate the mac and cheese together. It was good. It could have used another cheese packet. You know what I mean? Like just one of the little mac and cheese instant cups, one of those little powder packets would have made a major difference in it. And it was good, but it gave Biggie the poopsies.
Thanks, Josh.
Eat shit poop. He's getting better at that call, David Leonard.
Josh taught me that when I was out there. Plus, just so y'all know how bad Josh is, he sent Biggie a stick of dynamite home.
It's a flare. Emergency flare. Keep in your bag. Because if you get surrounded and they're messing with you too bad, you spark that flare, it'll back away from the light.
Nah, this is a stick of dynamite. Don't let him Josh you off. Gotta be very careful. Let me set it down really slow.
Josh didn't need to know it did it to me too. Hey, Dan, what's up, man?
How you doing, bud? Any questions you guys want to ask before I get off? We've been on over an hour. Anything else you can think of, Josh? You want me to talk about?
Yeah, let's give a shout out to the tire stop in case he comes on the channel and watches.
Yeah, a shout out to the tire stop because you guys are awesome and you guys
New
really
Kensington.
into the cast. You guys treated my truck with respect. You hooked me up with an awesome price. And if anybody's ever in PA and needs tires, hit them guys up. They put 2 tires on for $150. Well, technically 3. They put my extra spare on and balanced them, mounted them, everything. Awesome job. Tires look brand new. They got knobs on them.
And those tires average about 173 a piece. He got 2 of them in near mint condition for what was 150. That's all they charged you. 150 out the door.
When I got back here, my wife said that when we went on a trip to Seattle, we put 2 tires on the front of our van. It was $350. So 150, 350.
Yeah, those are 31s, good.
That's $200 to save.
Yeah, those were 31, 10, R5 or something like that.
Yeah, 31, 10, 5, 1050s, R15. Yeah.
So those are good sized tires for that price.
And they were brand new. They had bead on them.
Thank you, Tarla. Yeah, they still had the weather beads on them.
Yep. Decent tires.
I like those snow tires that had the metal nubbies in them.
Yeah, but you don't want to drive them
Winter time
because it'll wear them right out. If I'd have drove them back home, I'd have had like 4 flats.
Not a problem, Mama Bear Claw.
Yeah, I just wanted everybody to know my experience, what happened and all that. Like I said,
yeah. Tell them about what happened about Site 2.
You want me to tell them the part where we couldn't go over? Okay. Well, we went over to Site 2. We were all walking around, having a good time, checking everything out. We were going to go back at nighttime, do a recon mission. You guys know that. You guys were on the cameras with us. The lady stopped Josh and told him for us to stay out of there because on the ridge side of the hollers, going around the top part of the ridge, animals kept coming up missing. Like, they weren't, like, dead. They were just, like, MIA. Like, dogs, cats, cows, whatever, just all coming up missing animals left and right.
Jess said it happens about every 5-6 years out there.
She told us that they were hunting coyotes and all that out there, and for us to stay off her property because we won't know where they're at. The people that are hunting or whatever, they're on the backside of her property, and we heard them all around us shooting the whole time we were out there. Like, everywhere around us was fire, gunfire everywhere. We even heard dogs sound like they're fighting, you know how dogs fight. And then all of a sudden we heard pow, pow, pow, pow, pow, pow, pow, pow, pow, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom. And it was like so many different guns going off. And all of a sudden we heard somebody screaming, so they must have got bit or something, but or they got shot by the partner, but we didn't hear.
They were lighting that other side of the ridge up. Like,
yeah.
You know, my wife said, you know, whenever there's a small country areas, you know, you get word that people's animals are coming up missing. They get their hunting parties together. It's not like professional hunting parties. It's people just hillbillies going out there with their shotguns blasting anything that moves.
And you can hear them driving up and down the hillside.
Fortunately, my father-in-law's property, you're not allowed any firearms at all, period.
It sounded like literally like grand finale at a 4th of July party. That's what it sounded like when they were out there hunting.
And then the EVP said that one of their dogs got hit.
Yeah.
With a bullet.
Yeah. I told them to bring the dog to us or whatever. We could see what we could do to help heal it, you know, but they never did.
Those EVPs are crazy, though. I sent them to you. I screenshotted them and sent them to you, so you have them for your records.
And I kind of told them that if they were shooting at them, they did shoot the dog, man, for it. Whatever you do to them was what you do to them, and then that's when we heard the screaming. So. All right, well, this is Biggie from the Great Outdoors Biggie YouTube channel. You can check me out on the Facebook group at the Great Outdoors Biggie. Josh? I'm
Josh, a.k.a. DİTLİHİ, Squatch Topic PA.
I'm a.k.a. SÓÑGÁÁ. We love you guys. You guys take care. We'll see you on the next hunt. I'll keep a squatching if you keep a watching.
Hey, guys, I got a lot of videos to work on. Give me time to get them through my computer and everything. Some are going to be longer than others. The night vision stuff ain't going to have audio, just like thermal don't have audio. So I'm sorry if you get a 4-hour video that don't have audio.
I'm working on mine too, guys. Until next time, we love you guys. Keep it real. Be safe. Biggie out.
Peace.
Later.